In JavaScript, the string indexOf method returns the index of the first occurrence of a given substring within a string. Let's give ourselves a string. So, let stir equals hit. For this example, we would look for it in hit. So, const I equals stir dot index of string it. If we console.log I, then run the code, you'll see I is 1, meaning the first occurrence of it within hit occurs starting the index 1. Next, we will do an example using the optional second argument. Let's delete everything except the string. Then make stir be string Tarek Scooble. Let's say we're looking for the k's in Tarek Scooble. We can do const I equals stir dot index of k. I, like you saw in the last example, will store the index of the first k. So, how do you get subsequent k's? Well, indexOf has an optional argument. We can do const j equals stir dot index of string k and I plus 1. What this says is give me the index of the first k after the index I have provided to indexOf. Finally, we'll see what happens if we call indexOf to search for a substring that isn't there. Unless I really struggle with the English language, there are only 2 k's in Tarek Scooble's name. So we can do const k equals stir dot index of k and j plus 1. Theoretically, there are no k's after the second one, so the value of k should show what happens if indexOf cannot find the substring you are looking for. If you console.log I, j, and k, then run the code, you'll see that I and j are 4 and 7 like you would expect, and k is -1. Meaning, when indexOf cannot find the substring you are looking for, it returns -1. In JavaScript, string lastIndexOf returns the last index that a given substring occurs at within a string. First, we'll need a string, so let s equals string mirror. If we do console.log s.lastIndexOf r and run the code, you'll see 5 printed. This is because 5 is the index of the last occurrence of r. LastIndexOf takes an optional argument that is the index to prematurely stop the search at. So if we did the same thing, but stopped the search at index 3, then ran the code, you would see 3 printed because that is now where the last r is at in the remaining portion of mirror. This has been Jacubication. Like and subscribe to learn more.